Everything you feared about the protomolecule has come to pass. And instead of being held as a visionary, rotting away in jail, I can't fix it. But I can destroy the man who brought you low.
Oh my goodness, your daddy don't even like you. Welcome back, Firehawk Gang. Let's get back into it. More of The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 9. Last episode was fire, straight doozy. I can't wait to see what this episode offers. Last episode, at the end, we had the Rossi and a missile go through the portal. I believe the missile was from the Behemoth. I don't think the UN got its missile off. And I wonder if, I mentioned that it was pretty isolated on Holden, the Rossi, and the Behemoth for the most part, which I liked. But I wonder if we're going to get more into the politics of things within this episode. I just say that because I wonder if Christian had any play in withholding a missile strike on the Rossi, since she already has ties to Holden in somewhat of a relationship with him. She protected him a little bit. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that's expanded upon in this episode. Melba, I'm curious, not in the comment section of this video, but at the end of the season, I'm going to have a brief or somewhat of a discussion with you guys. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I want to see who you all's favorite character within this season was. Obviously, you have some great female leads. You got Holden, who's always a constant and great throughout the series. But I have a feeling a lot of you will be drawn to either Kamina, Ashford, or Melba. Melba might, at this moment, she's my favorite because she's the most intriguing. Obviously, you always got Amos, who is a beast. But I'm digging Melba and what she offers as far as this pill she's taken. The tech with Elio was cool too, but I think her situation is more because she's more down and dirty. She's more in the thick of things, killing people, feeling regret for it, taking this pill, setting bombs, blowing up the Sungyu. So yeah, there's a lot within her character. And also she's got this crossover with Anna now, where she knows something else or something is up. And I know Anna is one of those characters who's not just going to let things sit by the wayside. She's going to attack it and see what she can do to help. And I wonder what she's going to pull out of her. I don't know if this drug or whatever it is having an impact on Melba as far as her reasoning for doing this, or if this is just her and the drug is making it worse. So enough talk, enough questions. Let's get straight into episode 9 because I'm sure it's going to be a 40 out of 10. Let's do it.
Power grid still throwing faults. We lost it again.
Reset it.
What's going on?
Yes, boss man.
What the fuck are you smiling at, Captain?
First time we fire a weapon, and this is what we get.
It's a new warship. If they would have fired it on time, it would have blew up the Rossi for sure. So that delay definitely helped.
I understand this is a difficult moment for you, but we have power failures throughout the ship, and I want you...
I don't work for you.
It is kind of your fault. Shouldn't have fired the damn missile.
You know we had to do it. If we hadn't, the Indus would have...
If you've killed them...
Hate me later. Work now.
It works out because they're not dead and they save themselves. So it works out in the end, but there's still going to be this tension between them.
If I killed them, I'm sorry.
Okay. I like that dichotomy a little bit. Seems like it made it look like Ashford is kind of molding her to what he wants her to be. We'll see though.
That thing should have rammed itself up our tailpipe by now. And apparently the rules ain't the rules around here.
Maybe the torpedo was going too fast.
Oh,
So I kept
so
saying
it's
we
dead
had to
now.
slow down.
It deactivated.
It's like, you're saying that if things go too fast around here, something gets nervous and grabs them?
Sees it as a threat.
That ain't natural.
I don't see any stars.
Are we in some kind of a gas cloud?
It's like something's around us. It's like we're in some kind of goddamn bubble.
This reminds me of Eros.
That's a comforting thought.
So not a portal. Is it just building like a ecosystem or another planet?
It's slow, but it's definitely moving.
How long before it hits us?
It's not even heading towards us anymore.
Right, it's in dead. Are you guys even moving?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Isn't that the door?
No, I didn't mention it.
Miller?
I've been seeing him since the ring turned on.
Joe Miller? The guy who died on Venus?
Maybe he isn't exactly dead.
Maybe he isn't exactly Miller.
Okay, I don't want to get into anyone's firing range until we can explain that that message was fake. The message came from here. Okay, do we have any thoughts on how
I was
that
about
happened?
to say all
Other
this is being
than
recorded.
Something we have to make sure that.
What did you do?
Amos?
That fake message was somebody trying to kill us. It wasn't me, it wasn't you, and it wasn't
It
Alex.
wasn't us. We would have died too.
I saw you snooping around the machine shop.
He didn't do anything.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't know. It was just supposed to be a back door so we could get nav and comm logs, background information, stuff you might not tell us.
So they lied to him.
I got something coming through the ring. It's small.
Okay, so he's not in on it. Okay.
Let's back it
Yeah,
up.
he said, "Fuck this shit."
That's
It
it.
ain't worth it.
How would I?
Oh, it just disappeared too. So we can't actually see outside of the portal.
Your torpedoes won't work any better than the last one.
That's good.
We need our comms online. We need to talk to that ship.
I wonder if it can only protect them from outside the ship, like against missiles. But what about guns and whatnot? Can it deactivate those?
See if I can get some inside information.
Inside information inside your head? Yeah. Keep asking questions.
Miller!
I wonder if he can reach out to him inside this portal.
Where's Rin?
Pretty sure he was on the Sungun.
I didn't know that.
Probably sleeping one off. Died the way you live.
Show some respect.
You have no right to what?
We should probably clean out his locker before we go. For his family.
Yeah. Okay.
We still haven't gotten her last name, I don't.
Well, at least the company will be good on Titan.
I'm sure you'll have a lovely time. You don't plan to join us? That would be telling.
I was about to say, where did she recognize that laugh?
I know. I'll find them.
Who the hell was that? He just sent her on a mission or something.
Actions speak for themselves.
I'm not asking for your permission.
You are not
Ooh,
going to
Julie-
humiliate
and
this family.
Is he her? Is she her sister?
You both do this later, please.
I'm not going to allow any daughter of mine to go whoring around the
Whoring?
belt.
Is that what you think I am?
I don't know what you are.
Please?
You're going to announce
Oh, this is the younger sister.
You think that I like having a father who cares more about what everyone else thinks than about me?
ridiculous. I always listen to you.
He does.
You are so ungrateful.
Daddy's
You're
little
small-minded.
Fuck you. Everything you do is corrupt, and I can't stand to be part of it.
And I think this is leaning towards the way that he corrupted her, Melba.
I'm done.
Julie,
We'll pick up next year once your sister comes to her senses.
I could take over for her.
Don't be absurd.
She offered. Oh, was she jealous of her sister? That's why she was so willing to step up to the plate to prove herself to her dad. Okay. But correct me, I don't think I missed her. Did he ever mention her first name? He just referred to her as your sister when he was like talking to Julie, right?
I didn't know it would do anything like this.
Who was your contact?
I never met them.
Try again.
I don't know. I swear. But will this help?
He don't know. You need Naomi.
Will this help you fix the comms?
Damned if I know. That's a Naomi thing.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I'll take it from here.
Damn.
You did this, so you're gonna have to answer for it. I'm gonna ask you this once, and then I'm gonna kill you.
Oh shit! I love A-balls. Any means necessary.
We don't know.
Guarantee this is her turning her on though. I bet you.
Answer me!
Oh, they tried to fire.
Alex, what now?
The Shusen just launched a couple of probes.
Okay, probes.
How fast was it going when it got stopped?
Just over 18,000 kph.
Okay, so now we have a speed limit.
That other probe.
It's not going through the ring.
100.
It's heading towards the bubble.
Oh, it's exploring, but it's maintaining its speed.
Lost that second probe. It's gone. What do you mean, it's gone?
See, the probe maintained the speed limit and then touched the other side of that bubble, and then something happened to it, like, blinked out of existence.
Well, we should probably keep away from the edges then.
What are the chances of you actually doing that? Okay, so maybe it is sending them somewhere else.
Marsha and Skeef just come out of the ring.
Ah, good to know that's possible.
To come back out. Okay, so you can't come back out. Confirmed.
All ships in the vicinity, this is an MCRN priority alert. We have determined that electromagnetic distortion through the ring is too severe for comms to penetrate.
Oh, so they lose all communication.
Your friends survived.
What?
Yeah, well, it seems they did anyway. The MCRN poked their head back out to tell us all that they get to arrest Holden, that we should just sit on our hands while they do it. Not the sort of thing they'd say if Rocinante had been destroyed.
Is the ship damaged?
I don't know.
What about Holden's transmission? And the Sung-un?
I don't know about any of that, but we will soon.
We're going through.
We didn't come all the way out here to be told to stay in our place. I'm glad, you know, that your old crew survived.
Are you though?
Oh, I'm happy for you. And I'm happy for them. I never wanted them dead.
You fired on them.
Technically,
Kamina did, yeah. By your
but I would have done
puppeteer.
the same. We needed to make a show of it for the Inners so they wouldn't lump us in with Holden. Tynan was a good ship, good people. Moscow Parata in the belt.
Why did you leave them?
I outgrew. But then something happens, doesn't it? Makes us forget. Remember only the good times.
I can't imagine too many good times for you guys, to be honest.
And we need you here.
I'll fix the ship.
Fair enough.
You're on the ship. You really didn't have much choice than to fix it anyway, but...
I would have called down. I just didn't want to interrupt, you know, just in case you were...
Look at all that greenery in the background. Is that all Amos is doing?
No Miller.
Just rub on the ship like a little genie bottle. Maybe it'll show up.
You can't do this!
Amos, stop! Too many stop!
You can't space them!
Yes, I can.
This ain't gonna help anything.
Help us! He's crazy!
So are you.
Well, I was thinking, since the comms are down, the only way to communicate is in person. And Mars isn't looking to arrest them for stealing a ship, so I was just gonna send the camera guy, but with the vac suit gloves on. You know how when he... I mean, the man's blind.
How terrifying would... That's worse than space, and you don't even know where you are right now.
Tell them what really happened, please.
Not a chance. Or they, to be honest, they might have to save themselves too, since they're coming from the ship. They'll assume they're associated, but...
You're not leaving, are you? No. I'm in for the whole ride.
They've been separated.
How did you manage that? Blackmail. Well, technically extortion, but blackmail just
I would have
sounds
guessed
good.
that.
The executive officer is about to retire.
You got something on your tooth. I don't like it, so I'm gonna nitpick.
You want to indulge in a selfish desire to be a part of something amazing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were innocent, Anna. Oh, his locker. Sending it back to his family. Taking his stuff.
He's not gonna need it.
I want to see his admin files.
Hey,
performance reviews. Soledad has decent technical knowledge, but she keeps starting social
You gonna
drama.
find something about her, Melba?
Melba Coe. Melba's new and has some gaps in her knowledge base.
Yeah, that's also true.
Put it back.
No, there's some good. She has some real potential. With a little mentoring, she could be an outstanding technician.
Making her feel worse.
Not tonight.
We got Miller and Julie back.
They're not just gonna talk about you. It's gonna be about me and Father. You humiliated us.
Is that the Dom Peter? You just threw the bottle? What the hell?
Father's moved slumming with your precious belters. Saving humanity from itself. Do you even know how condescending you are?
You sound a little condescending too.
Do not walk away from me. Don't you dare turn your back on me. I am through being humiliated by you.
Envy, jealousy, resentment.
Our father is a damaged man.
The whole family is.
You're never gonna be good enough for him.
Nothing. Couldn't shut Miller up before. Now he's just
Because
gone.
you're in this thing.
Maybe going through the ring broke him. I don't know. How about you guys?
Weapons and comms are fucked.
Whatever Cohn did to the Razzia got in deep. It's gonna take a ship.
Or maybe because this is like a safe haven, so it doesn't feel like it needs to reach out to him.
Our only hope is that Monica and Cohen put in a good word for us.
I wouldn't really count.
Alex thinks I was too hard on them. I was being gentle.
I mean, I kind of wish you'd run it by me first.
Sorry, Cap.
It's all right.
Okay.
I love it's just signifying belters, but I love seeing all the new tattoos, like when we see random extras and whatnot.
Listen up. This is your captain, and this is your ship. This is your moment.
It's like,
you may
what the hell
think
you
that
talking
you're
about?
scared. That's your sharpness. That's your power.
I was about to say, she sounds like Ashford a little bit.
The place we go is the place we belong. This is no different.
Let's go, Gamita.
are
Let's go.
The belt. We are strong. We are sharp. And we don't feel fear. This moment belongs to us. For Barcelona.
I like seeing her take the leadership role, but it's causing tension between her, isolating them from the rest of everybody. This peace that we've been having is coming to a halt a little bit, I feel like, with the newfound mentorship in Ashford that's come about. So I don't know, I like it but don't like it at the same time.
Are you on the skiff too?
I'm not. And neither are you.
I'm gonna lose my place.
Your face
You
isn't
already
there.
lost it.
I found a way for us to stay. Just don't ask too many questions.
I don't think he want to stay.
I signed up to fight dusters and skinnies, not whatever the hell that thing is.
You're a Marine, for God's sake.
You saw what happened to the Arbor guys. Do you feel safe? Lock me up on Titan. I'm not going through that thing.
You're frightened. Me too. But so frightened that you're willing to pass up your chance to be part
She's
of this?
completely forgotten about getting back to her family. She's completely engulfed by this.
Just me. I would. But I have a family.
Damn, she does too.
The only thing that I see within that ring is more darkness and blood. At the foot of a false idol. I was wrong before. God is not with us out here.
Faith shaken.
Hello, my love.
No, now you're reaching out.
I'm going through the ring. With the transmission delay, you won't get this message until I've already done it, and I won't hear your voice
Is she gonna
until
die?
I'm back.
I don't
and,
think she's coming back.
I will.
Don't say it. She just jinxed herself.
Am I bothering you?
No. I'm just. No, it's fine.
When is she? How is she gonna
What made you
find
decide
out
to
who
stay?
she's associated with? I was just about to ask if she knows about the Razorback.
Don't talk about your sister that way.
You called her worse tonight.
She knows how to make me angry.
All she said was "fuck you." Grow some
Reminds me
thicker
what it's like to
skin.
be- She has the will to take our name into the future. She refuses to be stopped, even by me. What do you do?
Oh damn!
You plan parties.
Oh, well.
It's fucked up.
Are you all right?
The hazard pay. I stayed for the hazard pay.
All this is for acknowledgement. Jeez.
You don't know me, but I worked with your father. Ren was a friend to me, and I'm sorry he's gone. I need to get a message to my father. His name is Jules Pierre Mao. Yeah, that one. Daddy. Everything you feared about the protomolecule has come to pass. And instead of being held as a visionary, rotting away in jail, I can't fix it. But I can destroy the man who brought you low.
Oh, that's why she doesn't like Holden. Okay. Oh my. Goodness, your daddy don't even like you. I feel sorry for her, but still, you're doing too much. Who's gonna hear that message? His wife, the little kid? How you know whose hands that's gonna end up in? Oh shit, they downgraded her?
I thought Ashford was being paranoid. Lock down the scifi safe. I say, why? He said to keep anyone from deserting. I say, why would anyone desert now? So, why?
I came back for the wrong reasons.
I'm a wrong reason now.
I'm trying to flip this, Kamina.
And I love you. I always will.
But you're going back to them. Your inners.
Just in time. We need you on the Rossi, baby. Get back there.
I was afraid you wouldn't let me go.
I'll let you. Cold-blooded, just like that.
You underestimate.
She really doesn't want to let her go, but she's just protecting her own feelings, because at least that's what I pick up from the situation. She's hurt by it. Oh, he still got that bad.
What are you slowing down for? You're doing fine.
Where the hell have you been?
Come on, gotta get to the crime scene. Gotta check out the clues.
No more crime stories. I want to know exactly what you know.
So you want to talk about the non-local quantum hologram?
What the hell is that?
The phase conjugate adaptive waves resonating in microtubules in the brain, which of course requires some close timeline curves.
Huh? Repeat all that.
You gotta go. Come on, to the station, to the nucleus.
That thing in the middle of the place that grabbed the ship and the torpedoes.
Nucleus. That's when Alex said it's pulling it all to the center. Is it creating some type of nucleus? That's what I was thinking.
Seemed different.
All right. Signal's pretty good inside the ring. It's really good.
Oh, so that's why he came across like so scatterbrained before. He wasn't making sense because he was far from the nucleus.
Rocinante, it's Naomi. I'm coming home.
That music is kicking in. There's no way this is the end of the episode already.
Rosie, do you copy? Guys,
Didn't Ashford tell her there was no? Well, no.
it's me.
She doesn't know that there's no communication in or out. We doing? He's wearing the Martian gear too. I like it. Wait, is that the center? Did it just literally make like space the center of its nucleus? What? Oh, fucking cliffhangers. I wasn't even expecting that. I heard the music come in, but I wasn't ready for it. I'm gonna watch these credits, digest as usual, and then we'll come back and talk about the episode briefly because we got to get into episode 10. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so another phenomenal episode. Not 30 out of 10. I'd give it 8 out of 10. I know my scaling's jacked up, but this was a phenomenal episode. I just don't. Was it a? Maybe it was a 10 out of 10. I don't know. You guys know I'm gonna go back and forth, but tension was top tier again, especially at the beginning with Naomi and Kamina and the pounding of the belters. I love that as she was giving her speech. That was perfect. We have a little bit of intervention from Christian. She came in to say that they were going to send all the civilians to Titan for their protection and debriefing. So I wonder, she came into the fold a little bit. I thought we would get a little bit more politics involved in this episode, but that was an introduction back into that world a little bit. So I think we'll get it in the next episode more. We'll see how that turns out. We had the revelation, or they revealed to us that she is, what's her name again? Melba is the daughter of Mao. which was interesting. I don't know, and she kind of looks like Julie a little bit. That might sound messed up to say, but I'm surprised I didn't catch on it, or at least ask that question earlier on, whether she was a relative of Mao or Julie. So we finally got that revealed to us, and it all makes sense. We had brief stories in past seasons and underneath the tree and whatnot at their compound or house, regarded the same tree that I think Julie was sitting on in this episode, about their relationship. And the fact that I don't know, it's not trivial, but I hate that her motivation is just to please her dad. It makes complete sense, but I feel like she is not I don't even know what to say about it. I don't know. I like it, but at the same time, it just pisses me off because she's going to so much, and it's nothing. I'm not taking a jab at the writing or anything, just her character in general. And I didn't know. I thought there was going to be more behind her reasoning for doing what she's doing, like her being controlled by something. But again, with this show, it's more realistic than sci-fi-ish, or made up things. So or more realistic than fiction, I should say. So I do like that, but it just caught me off guard a little bit, and I'm really just upset because my theory is thrown out the damn window like the rest of them. But good, Melba. Now that we know exactly where she comes from, what her motives are, we can go forward and enjoy exactly what she's doing. So, to what means she'll go to, we still got to figure out exactly what this pill is. I don't think this is something that Mao gave to her. Obviously, she's trying to get in contact with Mao through the message she left on the phone that's going back to his family. But I'm wondering, is this an experiment that she just kind of took and repurposed for herself? Was this a final product that was in the works and she snuck some? I asked about when she runs out of supply, whether that'll have a big impact on her as far as like withdrawal and all that. I have a feeling, but right now she seems okay. Throughout this whole episode, I don't think she took a pill unless it happened in the background, and she was doing okay without it. So maybe getting off this drug is the best for her and she'll be fine. But once she's on it, she's a completely different beast. So there's that. Melba, A+ once again in this episode. Anna, it's funny because even though I'm mad that she's doing this all to prove or gain acceptance from her father, she took a step forward for me in this episode, and I feel like Anna took a step back because her character is going deeper into the deep end, like that wholesome character that she was before. She still has elements of that, but she is getting engulfed in this vision of what things could be, this greater being. I think she's going to be sorely mistaken. I don't know if she's going to end up dying. I kind of wonder, with them being protected in this bubble, if she could even die within the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Because they're shooting missiles, they're stopping them. They see it as endangerment, they stop it. Things going above a certain speed, they stop it. So it's kind of like an ultimate, civilian control center. If that makes sense, I don't even know what to call it, but it just has everything under control, under its watchful eye. Nothing bad. This is like a safe haven. This whole bubble thing feels like it's exactly what the Nauvoo meant to be, or the Behemoth as it is called now. So there's that. What else? Great dialogue. It's great seeing Miller again killing it, and then Julie. She's a little ass in this episode. I guess she has been for a long time. But it was good to see her back in the fold acting and without all the damn crystals coming from her face. So that's fun. I'm glad they found a way to continually incorporate them. I don't know if this will just be a season 3 thing or if it'll continue throughout the duration of the show. Nonetheless, I hope we don't lose any more of these main casts. But that's the thing. I think I wanted to touch on it throughout the reaction when Anna had one of her scenes. With all the great side characters that come in, do their thing, and then they're written out or killed off like almost instantly, that lends a lot to the show as far as knowing that there's really no plot armor and not everybody is safe. So I don't know if Anna, even though within the bubble I don't think it'll happen, if she's safe, the fact that she's calling, leaving messages for her family, they haven't heard it yet, but I have a feeling once they get a chance, like the phone being delivered to Ren's family, I don't think that's the only phone that's going to be delivered at some point in these coming episodes. So I got my fingers crossed for Anna, but her doing this little back and forth, the little flirty thing with the lady. I don't know exactly what her role is, but I don't know. Anna's up and down for me in this episode or these last couple episodes. So we'll see exactly what happens with that. Amos spacing, if you want to call it that. The reporter and Elio, right move. I just don't. We didn't even get a look into exactly what they're gonna say or what they have said, or even if they're on the ship or they've been intercepted yet. I feel like my first instinct was that they're gonna badmouth them, shit talk them a little bit, but at the same time, they were on the ship too, and the UN operatives can't exactly say if they were so bad, how come you're guilty by association? So I feel like they have to be honest and tell them exactly what's going down. Now, whether they'll believe them or not, I don't know. Someone may come to their defense and speak up on it, like a Anna. But as far as that goes, I don't know what's gonna come of it. So there's that. Alex, Naomi, she's perfect timing, just like that. They need her to decipher exactly what this chip is and what Elio did, reprogram the ship so they can really get away safely and handle their business. I'm glad to see them. I knew at some point when she first split off, I was like, hopefully this doesn't last too long because I need to see my core together. Amos, Holden, Naomi, Alex, and that's pretty much all we got right now. But I want to see them back together, and hopefully they survive the long haul. Knock on wood, but I'm not 100% sure that will happen. With Miller coming back, he obviously came back and lent his thoughts near the end of the episode, but it wasn't until Holden put down his little exo badge thing. I don't know if there's some type of correlation, whether it's state of mind or an emotional state that he has to be in for Holden to, or some type of distress that has to be created within himself to bring forth the protomolecule to want to assist him. I don't know if that's a thing. So we're still getting answers. You guys know I'm going to continue asking questions. So yeah, there's that. But this was another great episode. Kamina and Naomi dynamic. I don't know how that's going to change. Will she harbor resentment? I feel like this point, she has strong feelings for Naomi still, but she's hurt by Naomi, and she's gonna. I just don't know if it comes to a situation where it's the belt or Naomi. She doesn't really care about Holden and all of them, but if it comes between Naomi's protection and something with the belt, like, let me put it this way: if we get another situation where Naomi is on the Rossi and they have to fire on the Rossi for their own protection, like from the UN, say, or Mars for that matter, I wonder what her decision will be then. Will she hold her tongue or will she fire again? I just don't know. Or did Naomi do something to the ship where it's not, did she fully fix it? Can it even fire missiles anymore at this point? I don't know, questions. But nonetheless, I think she still has love for her. I love Kamina's character. I love her leadership, but she is becoming a little mini Ashford, which I kind of like and kind of hate. But that's it for this episode. We're going to jump into episode 10 because we're on a streak and I'm loving it. Another fire episode. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't already, shared if you'd like. Make sure you check out my other reactions while you're waiting for the next episode. 200 likes gets you the next one early. And I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces. Stay chill.